Alright guys, today we talk about this fabric over here, which is called gabardine. Many of you already know that I sometimes talk about fabrics, properties, features and many other things very interesting in my videos. And today it's gabardine time. We will see how it's constructed, how it's used and many other things. Spoiler alert, modern gabardine is also this fabric over here. The most iconic gabardine fabric invented by Thomas Burberry in 1879 for its trench coats. Yeah, that Burberry. So we have to talk about this fantastic fabric, guys. Let's have a closer look together. First of all, gabardine is the name given for the structure of the fabric, not for the fiber composition. Don't trust Wikipedia that states it's just wool. Wool is the most common, but we can have also other fibers. In fact, we can purchase gabardine fabrics made of cotton, wool, polyester, viscose, also with stretched spandex. According to the Textile Fiber Dictionary, gabardine is a tightly woven, twilled, worsted fabric with a slight diagonal line on the right side. By the way, we have other compositions here. So first, as you can see, it's a woven fabric made with looms, with a warp and a weft. Secondly, it's a twill, but not a twill like denim. Twill is not always the same. In fact, if we take a look at the gabardine through our fantastic linen tester, we can clearly see the properties of gabardine. Let's have a look. Weaving pattern is a twill, normally 2-1 or 3-1 twill. High density of yarns, lots of threads per inch, normally from 35 to 60 yarns per centimeter on the warp and from 18 to 35 yarns per centimeter on the weft. Warp yarns are generally more than weft yarns for more covering and compactness. The diagonal twill is more closed, more compact compared to the twill of the denim. It's called steep twill, in fact. Weight is generally important, from 150 grams per square meter for shirts to 400 grams per square meter for heavy trenches. In this case, we have 225 grams per square meter. Yarns used are most of the times highly twisted worsted wool or cotton yarns, generally around 30 NE on the warp and 20 NE on the weft. Warp threads are generally thinner and with higher twists. Gabardine, due to its threads per inch, is normally a stiff and very compact and strong fabric that has abrasion resistance, dimensional stability, water repellency, especially if treated, wind resistance, doesn't have much breathability and elasticity though. You will never find a gabardine fabric in sportswear, for instance. Anyway, thanks for these features. This fabric has been used for several years for military uniforms back in the days, because battlefield conditions were very demanding. Then used for elegant trenches like the famous one of Humphrey de Forest Bogart in 1940, and currently used for coats and stiff garments which need tenacity, durability for outwear. It's often finished with water repellents. As you can see, starting from a yarn and a weird twill fabric and twill pattern, we arrive here to gabardine. Unbelievable how many possibilities you have in textiles by starting from a yarn. It's very important to understand that in textiles there are no rigid rules. For instance, at least 50 yarns per centimeter on the warp to have a gabardine. It's not like that, but there are some general rules that we give to us to define fabrics, like in gabardine. That's it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the content of this video. You will find my details below, along with my email, my Reddit and so on. If you need any textile help, I'm at disposal naturally. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and always remember that as long as we have yarns, fabrics and in this case gabardine, there will always be a story to tell. Last but not least, I would like to thank you, each of you, for the small donations and the emails that you write me every now and then. Much appreciated, guys. That's all for today. I hope to see you guys in the next video.